Hi, this is Paul Palmer, and
Natasha Todorovic Cowan. How are you doing today, Paul?
I'm good, Natasha. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I see you've got VUCA going.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of an acronym for something that many of us have been experiencing. So I just thought we'd look back in time and think about how you felt when you first heard about coronavirus.
Oh my gosh, that sort of took me back to, that movie that had that sort of global pandemic. I forgot what it was. And my husband and I would talk about pandemics all the time. And I mean, I heard something about toilet paper and I needed to go to Costco. And when I saw, like, there was a disconnect, right? There was like, okay, I don't know what this is. We'll figure it out. And I hit Costco and there was no toilet paper. People had their shopping carts stacked up to the brim.
Yeah.
It was like the world was ending. And I thought I knew something was going on, but I didn't I was asking myself, is their fear warranted? Should I feel afraid? And what is it we really need to do? And there was so much uncertainty. There was so much chaos. There was so much denialism and confusion. And I think that's a great example of VUCA for most people who aren't aware of what you do with viruses and pandemics and
Yeah.
that kind of. How about you, Paul?
Well, I still find that there's a lot of uncertainty around. I think I'm partially I'm in a fortunate position in that I was already looking at data. So I was already doing the analysis, and with my background in biology and microbiology, I already understood. But the problem I had was people were behaving unpredictably. So it was leading to volatility in the market. There was ambiguity about what was going to happen next. Was the government going to lock us down? Were they not? There was introducing complexity to decision making even. So I was in contracts where they said, well, I don't know if we can do that now because the decision had got too complicated for them. Is this going to work? Is it not going to work? Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? There was so much uncertainty in the market. Nobody knew what they were doing.
And you guys had Brexit on top of that you were trying to work through.
We were already in uncertainty and volatility before all the ambiguity came along.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a really great example of this. And VUCA is really about this world of volatility and uncertainty and complexity. And I differentiate between complicated versus complex.
Yeah.
And complexity is happening in human systems and political systems, in economic systems, in supply chain systems, and so on. Being complicated is a little bit different. Just because there are a lot of moving pieces doesn't mean it's complex.
Yeah, but think about the financial markets.
Yeah,
they're still volatile.
Yeah,
because we still don't know when there's going to be a cure. We're working. Okay, the pharmaceutical industry is working hard to say, right, we've got all these vaccines that are predicted to do this. Predicted, not proven. And that's part of the problem that we're still living with, because a lot of what they're doing is based on the work that they've done in the test tube, not what they've done in the world. So they're using certain powers to do an accelerated acceptance of treatments that they don't know if it's going to work. So you're giving how many million people, how many injections, well, you're going to get side effects. Things are going to go wrong because you've not done the full testing. So
well, a test tube is a different context than a human body, which is in a different context from one body to another body.
Yes. So they're getting people are shouting, hey, this is great. Oh, no, it's rubbish. Hey, it's great. Oh, no, it's rubbish. So the volatility in the political side of things, it's been all over the place. So much so, I just stopped watching because I was watching all the mistakes they were making.
Oh, it must have been so frustrating for you.
Well,
Do you yell at the TV?
well, at the beginning, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to help everybody. I'm going to publish the accurate data and do that. And then I saw how difficult people were making it, how hard
Paul,
it was to actually get the right message out, but
from,
also the intentional misinformation.
from my world to yours,
Yeah.
that's what we do as humans. We've seen the exact same thing in our world. Exact same thing. Purposeful disinformation, naive, uninformed, but well-intentioned disinformation is people talking about the one little thing that they think they understand, making it fact, when in fact it's, still a hypothesis or untested.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings interface with information, with facts, and with the world in unique ways. I mean, that's what we study, and that's what you're trying to bring up with this acronym VUCA, which has really been a big topic in the world of complexity and systems thinking.
So how do you deal with it though? Because we're still in an uncertain world, significantly more uncertain than before. We still have problems with supply chains.
That uncertainty is going to increase as the complexity of the world continues to increase.
Mm.
The volatility, there are going to be things that we can control and things that we can't. And we have to, as human beings, get better at dealing with the uncertainty, dealing with the chaos, and dealing with the complexity. We do it according to a 5-point model, but we could talk about that another time.
Yes, okay. Let's leave it for there for now, and we'll come back another day. That's Paul Palmer and
Natasha Todorovic-Cowan talking about VUCA.
talk to you soon, Natasha.